What a week for Police Scotland, and a real headache for Nicola Sturgeon's old crew. After months of pretending they could just reinterpret the law, Scotland's finest have finally admitted that, yes, the rules actually mean what they say. Single-sex spaces will now be based on biological sex, not what's written on your self-declared gender identity form. And this isn't some random policy tweak. It's the direct result of a Supreme Court ruling they've been dragging their heels on for far too long. The police's new internal guidance spells it out plainly. Women's facilities are for women, men's facilities are for men. You'd think that was common sense, but apparently, in parts of Holyrood, it's been treated like a controversial new invention. This is more than just a policing policy change. It now turns the spotlight firmly onto Scotland's First Minister, John Swinney, who hasn't yet made the same commitment for the wider public sector. That's despite the UK civil service already falling in line, and despite campaign groups like For Women Scotland and Sex Matters making it clear they're ready to drag his government into court if he doesn't act by the end of the month. The legal stakes aren't small. This is rooted in the Equality Act 2010, a piece of legislation with serious legal teeth. If the Scottish government continues to resist, the potential consequences for Swinney could range from financial penalties to a very real risk of criminal liability. It's unlikely he fancies explaining to a judge why he ignored the law of the land. But here's the political sting. This isn't just about toilets. It's about trust, lawfulness, and the SNP's willingness to follow rules they didn't write themselves. For years, the Scottish government has been trying to frame itself as progressive and principled. Yet on this issue, it's been dragged forward kicking and screaming by the courts. That's not leadership, that's legal compulsion. And the optics? Police Scotland and the civil service already in compliance, while the Scottish government risks looking like the only ones refusing to accept reality. Not a great look for a party that claims to stand for equality and fairness. So the question now is, will Swinney quietly sign the order before the courts force his hand? Or will we see the spectacle of Scotland's First Minister fighting and losing a legal battle over something most of the country assumed was settled years ago? Either way, the clock's ticking. If you haven't yet, hit like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay updated and drop your thoughts below. Let's hold the government accountable.